ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यस्या प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि भयं स्तुवां तस्य यस्य श्रीसन्ध्यं वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणारविन्दम्। अनर्पितं चरिं चिरात् कारुण्यवतीर्न कलौ समर्पयितम् उन्नतजरसां स्वभक्ति हरि पुरा सुंदर दुति कदम वसंदीपिता सदा हृदय कंदरेषु स्फुरितो सच्चिदानन्दं नित्यानन्दं नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंद प्रदायने कलो कल्मषनाशाय श्रीजानवापते नमः। कालिन्दितनतटया स्फुरदमन्दवृन्दावनम् विहाय लवनाम्बुदं पुलिनपुष्पवाटिं गतम् धृत अरुणा कपट सुप्रीतवास हरि तिरोहित निज छवि श्री गौरांग में गति राधा चिंत निवेशिनम यस्य कांति विलोपिता श्री कृष्ण चरणं वंदे राधा लिंगितं विग्रहम् भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराध लक्ष्य क्षिप्त सकामादितरंग मध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृंदे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। एवरीबॉडी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Shri Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explaining. We heard about Vilas Vigraha yesterday. Now he's explaining further with Isha Shakti, the Shakti Tattva. ईश्वरे शक्ति है त्रिविध प्रकार एक लक्ष्मी गण पूरे महिषी गण आर ब्रजेर गोपी गण आर सबाते प्रधान ब्रजेंद्र नंदन या ते स्वयं भगवान। He's saying Bhagwan possess three kind of potencies. One is the Lakshmis, many Lakshmis from Vaikuntha. Other is queens of Dwarika. Then the gopis of Braj. These are three kind of potencies of Krishna. And amongst these, the gopis of Braj, they are topmost. Why? Because they are directly related to Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna. And Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna is Swayam Bhagwan. They are directly connected to Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna, who is Swayam Bhagwan. That's why the gopis are topmost. There are many abodes in Vaikuntha, where Lord Narsimdev, Vara, Vaman, and they all possess one complete Vaikuntha, and they are served by their potencies called Lakshmis. So there are so many Lakshmis, not one or two. Generally, people hear only one Lakshmi who is massaging the feet of the lotus feet of Shri Vishnu. But there are so many Lakshmis serving all the incarnations of Krishna. If Krishna expanded himself in many incarnations, then Radharani also expand herself in that many forms or manifestations to serve Krishna in the form of the incarnations. In the form of incarnations. So many Lakshmis. Who are these Lakshmis? Manifestation of Radharani. The other is Dwarika, the queens of Dwarika. Who are the queens of Dwarika? They are also manifested from Radharani. Krishna went to Dwarika with that opulent mood. Then Ashta Sakhis, Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Champakleta, Sudevi, Rangadevi, Indulekha, they also further expanded themselves. And these are the queens of Dwarika. So Maheshis means the queens of Dwarika also manifested from Radharani. And then, of course, the Braj Gopis. They are manifestation of each and every mood of Radharani. Radharani serving Krishna in, we are hearing this from so many days. Kanti Shabde Krishna Sakala Vancha Rahi. Krishna Sakala Vancha Radhika Rahi. Shri Radharani, Srimati Radharani, she is serving Krishna with all her moods. And Krishna is not an ordinary person. He is Swayam Bhagwan and is situated with Swayam Roop in Shri Vrindavan. So Radharani expands herself in different moods, and all this mood exhibited by her is Braj Gopis, whose only and only role is to assist Radharani, either directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly. How directly? That's why there are so many categories: Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Tatastha, or there are three. The name of other categories is Krishna Snehadikya, as mentioned by Rup Goswami in Ujjwal Indani. Krishna Snehadikya means there are some gopis, they have more affection towards Krishna and less towards Radharani. So all due respect to them, but they are not our idols. They are more affectionate towards Krishna and less towards Radharani. Then there is another category called Samsneha. Samsneha means equally loving to Radharani and Krishna, equally. So they have equal affection to Radha and Krishna, but little inclined towards Radharani, more inclined towards Radharani. Who are these gopis? Lalita, Vishakha, all these. Same love towards Radha and Krishna, but more inclined towards Radharani. Then there is another category called what? Sakhi Snehadikya. Those who are in comparison with Radha and Krishna, they are more inclined towards Radharani than Krishna. These are Manjaris, or we can say Priya Narma Sakhis. Manjaris, especially. They are more inclined towards Radharani. Now, Lakshmis of Vaikuntha. They are attracted towards Krishna. When Krishna played his flute, Lakshmi got attracted and she came to Braj to attain Krishna. What is the evidence? The Nag Patni said this. Jai Dvijapati Jai Naga Kanyagan. This Nag Patni said, Tasyanubhavana Asya De Vidmahe Tav Angri Renu Sparsh Adhikar Tapa Yad Vansha Shri Lalladkar Tapa Vihaya Kamena Suchre Nadritavata. The wives of Kalia, addressing to Krishna, saying, Prabhu, we don't know what austerities or what pious deed our husband Kalia did, that he got your lotus feet on his head. That lotus feet, which are so difficult to obtain, that even Lakshmi is performing austerities to attain you. Shri Krishna's pad. Pad means his lotus feet, his charan kamal, pad. Shrutis are searching for that pad, means lotus feet of Krishna. Even Shrutis. आसामोह चरण रिनुजु श्याम्याम श्याम वृंदावने किमपि गुरुमृतोषिदाम या दुष्प्रज्ञा स्वजनाम आर्य पताम च हित्वा भेजे मुकुंद पदवीम श्रुति विव्रया एव. Shrutis are also in search of your lotus feet. Very difficult for them to get this. So Lakshmi also want to be with Krishna in Vrindavan. This is the glories of Shri Pad, means Krishna's Pad, Krishna's lotus feet. Shri Kunti Devi, first canto Srimad Bhagavatam. She's praying, she has so many stutis. The first stutis in Bhagavatam is Kunti Stuti, the mother of Pandavas, praying to Krishna. नमस्य पुरुषत्वाद्यम ईश प्रकृति परम लक्षति सर्वभूतानाम अंतर्बहि अवस्थितम माया जग्न काश्यम आज्ञदो शव्यम नमो पंकज नाभाय नमो पंकज मालिने नमो पंकज नेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे एंड कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने परंत केशव नो नंद गोपाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Then what's that? विषमाग्नि पुरुष दर्शया असंवासे वने कृषे कृषे मृदे मृदे अनेक अस्त्रातु द्रोणु अस्तु चाभिरक्षति. All these cities. यथा ऋषिकेश फलेना देवकी कम सुहृदार्चिता सुचर्पिता विमोचित हम स्व आत्मज विभो तव एकनाथ भू विपद गना विपद संतु न शश्वत तत्व तत्व गुरु जगत गुरु भव तो दर्शनम यस्यात् पुनर्भवद दर्शनम जन्म ऐश्वर्य श्रुता शिवी यद्यमाद मनपुरा. All these stutis Kunti ji is saying. But something very special important Kunti Devi said. विपदन संतु न शश्वत तत्व तत्व जगत गुरु. Oh Krishna, I want vipad. What is vipad means? Vipad means calamities, troubles. If this is what Kunti ji is asking from Krishna. Yes, we are hearing this many times, which is also true. But Acharyas explain there is another meaning of this word, vipad. Vipad. Vishishta rupena pad. Pad means lotus feet. Attaining the lotus feet of Krishna with some speciality. What speciality? चिंतामणि जयति सोमगिरी गुरु में शिक्षा गुरुष्ट भगवान शिक्ष तुच्छ मौले यदपाद. बोलो, we learned that. यदपाद पल्लव. बोलो, कोई नहीं. Loudly. Complete. यदपाद पल्लव शिखरेशु लीला रसम स्वयं लभते जय श्री. यदपाद पल्लव शिखरेशु. That pad means that Sri Pad, Vipad, Vishisht Rupena Pad. This is what Kunti ji wanted from Krishna. Yeah, I want this. So Lakshmi ji, she, they're all attracted towards Krishna, but they're also attracted towards Radha Rani, Braj Gopis, Radha Rani. All these Lakshmis. Okay. Then the queens of Dwarika. The queens of Dwarika also, they also know that gopis are superior than them. How they came to know this? Because seeing Krishna in separation, crying and weeping in uttering the name Radhe, Lalite, Vishakhe. So whose separation is superior? Whose separation is more? Srila Gurudev used to say, one who feels more separation is superior. Do Lakshmi has any separation from Krishna? Sorry. Do Lakshmi has any separation from Narayan? Lakshmi is always with Narayan. Occasionally, very, very rare, occasionally. When Vaman Bhagwan, he came disguised as Brahmin and he wanted to have everything of Bali Maharaj, everything. So Vaman Bhagwan, he asked for he, 3 feet of land, 3 foot of land, and he measured everything. And finally, he kept his third foot on the head of Shivali Maharaj. Anyway, big pastime, big story. But Vaman Bhagwan, Bali Raja got the lotus feet of Vaman Bhagwan on his head. And he also told, you have to come with me in this Patal Lok. And you have to stand at my doorstep so that I can see you every time. Vaman Bhagwan, totally controlled by the love of Bali Maharaj, seeing his surrender mood, Atma Nivedan, the Atma Nivedan of Bali Maharaj. So Vaman Bhagwan is there. And now Lakshmi in Vaikuntha is, she is feeling separation from Vaman Bhagwan. So therefore she comes again and meet Vaman Bhagwan. So very rare occasion. Narsingh Bhagwan, he appeared. He killed Hiranyakashipu and he went back to his abode. But Lakshmi ji is always massaging the lotus feet of Vishnu. Always. And all other Lakshmis, they are with different incarnations, always serving them. Very rare there is some separation. Very rare. How about the queens of Dwarika? Do they feel separation? Yes. Now all these 3 categories, these 3 Shaktis, the 3 potencies, the different potencies, 3 Shaktis, they are serving with Kant Bhav, with conjugal mood. So queens of Dwarka also serving Krishna with conjugal mood, Madhurya Bhav. But this Madhurya Bhav is mixed with some reverence, some distance, some opulence mood. Because even though they feel separation, but not to that degree and that extent as Braj Gopis. Oh, Dwarka queens also feel separation, yes. That's why there is one song sung by them. It's called Maheshi Geet. Maheshi Geet. When, just like gopis, they are singing Venu Geet. They are imposing their moods in different objects and imposition of their mood in those objects or on those animals like deer, glorifying them and minimizing themselves. धन्य मूढ़ोपि हिरण्य एतार या नंद उताप विचित्र वेशम. Oh, these the deers are so fortunate. Their husband not stopping them, whereas alas, alas, our husband always stop us to meet with Krishna, but they are freely coming to Krishna. What are they doing? In possession of their moods by seeing deers. Nadyastam upadarya mukunda geetam avrita lakshnava bhagnavegah. Oh, see this. Oh, Sakhi, see this. What? The waves of Jamuna. So restless. These are not waves. These are like their long arms and they are embracing the lotus feet of Krishna with their arms. And you see those lotuses? Jamuna is offering these lotuses at the lotus feet of Krishna. Whereas we can't do this. Similarly, Mahishi Geet, the queens of Dwarika also, they're singing Mahishi Geet when they're hearing the roaring of the ocean. In Dwarika there is ocean. And in Vrindavan there is Jamuna. In Vrindavan there is Jamuna. In Dwarka there is ocean. And ocean is always roaring. Loud sound, roaring. So Maheshi's queens sing, Bho, oh, ocean, are you crying in separation just like we are crying in separation from Krishna? Are you also feeling separation of Krishna just like we are feeling separation from Krishna? That means queens are also feeling separation. Then Kururi Vilapsitam with Nidra na Sheshe. There's a bird called Kururi. And this bird only speak in the night. And the sound is just like the bird is crying. So the the Dwarka queens, they say, oh Kurari, oh bird, why are you crying? Whole night you are calling out someone's name. Are you crying, feeling separation from Krishna? Just like us. Just like we are feeling separation and we can't sleep in that separation. So similarly, are you also can't sleep in separation from Krishna? So these are only one or two points, but the whole chapter is there. Marishi Geet, where the queens feeling separation from Krishna. So separation is there. In Vaikuntha with Lakshmi, little separation. Sometimes, occasionally. And they're serving Narayan or different Vishnu incarnations with so much distance. In Brihad Bhagavatamritam, Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad explains that sometime when Lakshmi wants to offer a pan, a betel nut to Lord, she's offering with so much, although some love is there, but so much opulence and reverential mood, with with formality, like that. And in Dwarika, even though they are serving Krishna, when Krishna is eating, some queens fanning him, some queens charmer to Krishna, some queens only seeing the artistic skill of Krishna of eating his food, his bhoga, and they are ready with some other food preparations for Krishna. That's Dwarika. So separation is there, but less. Now come to Braj Gopis. What is that separation? Very high separation. That in that separation they are singing a song. Wow, in separation you can't sing. In separation means you are sad. And Gopi Geet is sung by gopis in separation. So Gopi Geet, the song sung by gopis, but song is in separation. So in separation, the point is no one sing in separation mode. Everyone crying in separation. But the speciality of this is the gopis are feeling separation from Krishna, but in that separation, what they are getting more and more union and more proximity with Krishna. This is Gopi Gita. While describing the pastimes of Krishna, they are feeling the presence of Krishna with them. And that feel giving them more trouble. We are feeling you are here nearby. We can even smell you. Oh, beautiful aroma, a fragrant aroma emanates from your body. But where are you? That's actually making us more separation from you. That's more separation from you. Yeah. So they're feeling separation. In Ras Leela, Krishna disappeared. Gopi is feeling separation. In search of Krishna. In search of Krishna. When Krishna playing flute, they are so excited to meet with Krishna that they have abandoned all other duties, the social etiquettes, the Vedic etiquettes, all these etiquettes. So what's the big deal? There are many people around the world, they don't follow Vedas, they don't follow any etiquette, and they also abandon, they also reject. And Gopi is also doing same. Is that same? No. Gopi is an ideal of moral conduct. Ideals. Kul Dharma. They are the one who following all the rules and regulations and very chaste in their dealings. So a person who already on that platform and then reject and abandon, that's the glorious. That's the glorious. Just like in Jagannath Puri, when Mahaprabhu wants to bless Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, early morning Mahaprabhu brought handful of Lord Jagannath's Mangal Arti Prasadam. Early morning. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he came to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya who just woke up. Didn't even wash his hands or rinse his mouth. Mahaprabhu came and said, Sarvabhauma, here's Lord Jagannath's Mahaprasad. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he immediately honored that Mahaprasad without even washing his hands or rinse his mouth. By seeing this, Mahaprabhu was so impressed and glad that he said, today I have conquered the entire universe. Mahaprabhu said this. Sarvabhauma, so much respect for Lord Jagannath Prasad. Yeah. That without completing your mantras or your rituals, you gave priority to Lord Jagannath Mahaprasad. By seeing this, I think I have conquered. By changed you in this process, I think I have conquered the entire universe. Now the question arises, there are so many people in Jagannath Puri or many other places who don't take bath or don't wash hands or don't rinse their mouth and they eat prasad. Are they glorious? No. They're ignorant. They're ignorant. They are not glorious. Glorious are those who are following everything so strictly, proper, standard, very strictly, and then they reject for some higher purpose. That person is glorious. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya following the standards so strictly, all this mudras, nyas, asan, everything so strictly. But today, he gave up all that and gave priority to Lord Jagannath Mahaprasad. And that made Mahaprabhu so impressed. And you are so glorious. Similarly, there are many boys, girls in, in Western world or in Eastern world, everywhere, not following any standards. So if they reject their family, if they abandon rules and regulations, what's the big deal? They are not special. But if someone so chaste like gopis, if they abandon all these duties towards their husband, toward their household activities, and many other duties, they rejected that. Why? Only for meeting with Krishna. Then they are glorious. That makes them glorious. They became, the principal. They became the ideals for even Uddhav ji, even for Brahma ji, even for Shiva ji, and even for Krishna. That's the reason why Krishna folded hands, Baba. Na pare hum, na pare hum, na pare hum. I cannot repay you. I cannot repay you. Why? You are the limit of that, following everything, the limit of chastity. But you rejected everything for my sake. I can't do like you. I'm so sorry, I can't reciprocate you. I can reciprocate everyone, but I can't reciprocate you. Therefore, Kaviraj Goswami explains, say pratigya bhang hoilo gopira bhajane, jahan te praman Shri Krishna mukh vachane. This promise of Krishna got broken in the worship of Braj Gopis, where he cannot hold his promise. Ye yatha ma pravalante, tam sote bhajame ham. You worship in whatever proportion, I reciprocate you accordingly. He cannot keep this promise in the worship of gopis, and therefore he folded hands and said, I'm so sorry. Na pare hum. I cannot repay you. Did Krishna said this to the queens of Dwarika? No. Did Krishna ever spoke this? Or Narayan or Vishnu forms ever spoke to Lakshmi about this? No. Krishna is saying this to Radharani. Did Krishna ever spoke this to Vipakshas, the counterparts, Chandravali and all? No. Tatastha's? No. Swapakshas, very close. But in that Swapakshas of whom? Favorable to whom? Radharani. So Krishna said, Na pareham nirvadusam. Oh Radharani, I cannot repay that debt. Because the separation of Radharani is superior and the union of Radharani is superior. Lakshmi ji always with Narayan. Always. But the always with Narayan means so much close union. Very rare separation. But the the Braj Gopis, how we can prove they are more close to Krishna than the Lakshmi towards Narayan? These gopis, when they saw Vishnu form, Narayan form at Pethagram in Govardhan, they paid obeisances to Narayan. They have nothing to do with Narayan. But Lakshmi has everything to do with Krishna. But the point here is how we can say in union Radhaji is superior than Lakshmi. Whenever Bhagwan is going to kill any demon, whenever Narayan and Vishnu they are going run to reciprocate with any of his devotees or in danger, etc. Sometimes he carry Lakshmi with him, but sometimes he don't. But Krishna, even though externally looks like he rejected all Braj Gopis and he has also given up. Given up means the association of Radharani. But it's actually not true. He always carry Radharani in his heart. And his all activities, his words centered at Radharani. Directly or indirectly. Anvaya Vyatirek. Either directly or indirectly. श्री जयदेव गोस्वामी गीत गोविंद एक्सप्लेन संसारी आपकी संसार वासना वध श्रृंखला राधा वदाम हृदयम त्यजति ब्रज सुंदरी. When Krishna disappeared from Ras Leela, he gave up the association of all Braj gopis who are very beautiful or like more beautiful than Lakshmi. But Radha Madam Hidayam, Krishna carried Radharani in his heart. What can be more close union than this? Radha Madam Hidayam, in the core of his heart, he is carrying Radha in there. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. Tesham satyuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upyanti te. Right? What is the meaning? Tesham satyuktanam. Anyone who feel connectivity with me or feel connection with me, tesham satat yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Worship me or serve me by being connected with me. Yuktanam means connected with me. Bhajatam priti purvakam, and serve me, worship me with priti, with love and affection. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upyanti. This verse spoken by Krishna also at Kurukshetra, also he has the mood of Brajabhav in him. The Madhurya Parak commentary, Vyakhya of this verse. This verse, according to Brajabhav, Tesham Satat. Satat means always. Hetuki apratihita. Yayatma suprasiddhati. Unbroken stream of union. Unbroken stream of union. Gurudev used to give example like a oil pouring into another bottle. You see the stream, one similar. There's no break in between. Tesham satat, always. Yuktanam, one who, always, not sometimes. That's the lakshan, symptom of Madhyamadikari also. What is symptom of Madhyamadikari? One who 24 and 24 hours chanting Harinam. 24 hours chanting Harinam means Satat Yuktanam. He's always absorbed 24 hours in me. That's even Madhyamadikari. What to speak of Uttamadikari? And then what to speak of Brajavasi, and then what to speak of Radharani? Tesham Satat Yuktanam. Always feel connected to me. Connected to means, to me means Krishna consciousness. Krishna Bhakti Ras Bhavitamati Priyata Yati Kuto Pulabhed. That consciousness which are 100% absorbed in me. Tesham Satat Yuktanam. That consciousness, that absorption which is not sometimes but which is all time, without any break, connected to me. Bhajatam priti purvakam. Serve me, worship me, priti purvakam. Priti purvakam means with prem. Priti means prem. स्नेह मान प्रणय राग अनुराग भाव महाभाव. That priti. And if anyone, these are the symptoms of Braj Gopis, means their worship. But if anyone wants to follow the footsteps of these Braj Gopis and want to get Satat Yukta Nam, always feel connectivity with me in that mood of Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, with that love, with that prem, which is present only in Braj Gopis. If anyone want to feel connected with me, by that means by that Raganuga Bhakti, then what? Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Then I will supply that Buddhi Yoga. That Buddhi Yoga. As Vishnu Chakur Thakur explains, लीला विलासे भक्ति मंजरे लोलु पालने सर्वज्ञ मुग्धे चा निधे गोकुल अनंत नमः ददामि बुद्धि योगम तम ये नमम उपयंति ते इतिम अवाच्य प्रभु तस्मम एवं अर्थदे गोपी कुछ अलंकृतस्य तब गोपेन्द्र नंदनम दासम यथा भवेद बुद्धि योग कृच्छमे. Vishnu Chakur Thakur is praying to his Ishta, his worshipable deity is Radha Gokulananji in Vrindavan. So I'm not going to explain the details of this verse, but Leela Vilase Bhakti Manjure Lolu Palan. That Gokulananji who is always Leela Vilas, absorbed in his manifesting his pastime and get absorbed and extracting the bliss from those pastimes. Lolu Palane is always greedy to taste this. Sarvagya Mugde Cha Nithe. And he is, means Gokulanand, Krishna is Sarvagya Mugde Cha Nithe. He is the great wealth of Sarvagyata, omniscience, and Mugdata, bewilderment. Gokulanand Te Nama. Oh Gokulanand, oh Shri Radha Gokulanand, I pay obeisance to you. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upyanti Te. You told in Bhagavad Gita, didn't you promise this? That I will supply that Buddhi Yoga? One who wants to worship me? But I'm asking and seeking this Buddhi Yoga, this intelligence from you. But what kind of intelligence and what kind of Buddhi Yoga? Gopi kuch alankritasya, tab goped nandanam, dastam yatha bhaved, Buddhi Yoga prachanda. I want that intelligence to worship you or to adore you when you are ornamented on the chest of Braj Gopis. When you are adorned, when you are ornamented, not like a necklace of pearl on your neck, but your long arms embrace Braj Gopis. When you took shelter, when you're taking shelter of the chest of Braj Gopis. Yes, Mangal Geet start with Shit Kamala Kucha Mandala Drita Kundala He Shit Kucha Kamala. Krishna who takes shelter on the chest of Braj Gopis. This is very intimate explanation. I'm not going in detail to that. So, Vishnu Chakur Thakur is saying, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upyanti Te. Give me that intelligence when you are ornamented on the chest of Braj Gopis. That means I want to worship you with that mood, which is dasam yatha bhavet buddhiyog krishame. With that das mood. Which das mood? Dasi mood, parkya mood, paramour mood. This is what I'm. This is the prayers of Vishnu Chakur Thakur, and this is what Vishnu Chakur Thakur preached throughout his life, in by his writings and by his personal services. Parkya bhav. The Gurudev said, we used to say, Vishnu Chakur Thakur is my hero. Whatever I speak and write, I got everything from Vishnu Chakur Thakur because he is establishing what? Parkya bhav. So, Tesham Sapad Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upyantite. Krishna said, I supply that intelligence. Buddhi Yog. Yenamam Upyantite. Upyanti means Upupati. Upyanti means Upupati Bhav, Paramar mood. And who have this Paramar mood? Lakshmis in Vaikuntha? No point. They are lawful wives of different Vishnu forms. The queens of Dwarika, Parkya Bhav? No. Sakya Bhav. Legal wives of Krishna. Lawful wives of Krishna. But Braj Gopis are superior amongst them because even though they are Sakya, Sakya means they are the direct potency of Krishna. But the mood which they possess and the service or the pleasure which they want to give to Krishna is with Parkya mood. So Krishna, when he's saying, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upyanti Te, I will supply that Buddhi Yoga, that intelligence, by which you will feel connected, Tatad Yuktanam, with me, Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, and then you worship with that Parkya mood, means under the footsteps, guidance of Shri Radharani. That is what I want to give. That's the commentary of this verse. And then further he explains, who explains? It's not my version actually. Okay. All glories to Srila Bhakti Raksha Srila Goswami. This is his commentary on this verse. So further he's saying, the Parkya Bhav, very important, interesting point. The Parkya Bhav is present in all the rasas, even in Dasya Ras, even in Sakhya Ras, even in Vatsalya Ras, and of course in Madhurya Ras. When I was reading this, I was shocked. What is this? Maharaj Ji, what are you saying? Parkya Bhav? What is the meaning of Parkya Bhav? He explained. The meaning of Parkya Bhav is one who is not mine and I'm loving that person. He explains like this. Belongs to someone else, but I fell in love or I love or I worship, I serve that person. That's Parkya Bhav. One who is not mine. If someone is mine, then it's Sakya. Like Krishna and Dwarika, the queens are Sakya. How Parikya is present in Vatsalya Ras? Very interesting, isn't it? Yes? Say yes or no. Yeah, okay. If you give me encouragement. He said because Yashoda Maya, when she hears that, oh, Krishna is not my son, I'm hearing this, that Krishna has come from Mathura and he's the son of Devaki. Because that's what gossip and rumor I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. When she heard this, at the union, Milan at Kurukshetra. And also in Braj, some news, some gossip, some rumors always there. So when, even though she, her Vatsalya Bhav is so superior, she never believes Krishna is Supreme Lord. So high Vatsalya Bhav. But this words which enters in her ears, that Krishna is not my son, and Krishna is the son of Devaki, and he, for some reason, for protection or something, he came from Mathura to Braj, to Gokul, and given to me to take care of him. Which is not true. She don't believe this. But when she hear this, she she developed that parkiya. Means Krishna is not mine. Krishna is someone, belongs to someone else, but I am fully attached and affectionate to Krishna. Then her mood enhances, her vasalya rises, increases more when she hears these words. So that's why these words are there only to nourish her moods more and more. So Parikya is also present in Satyaras. Sridham, Subal, all these sakhas, they also hear the same thing. Krishna, we are hearing that you came from Mathura, because you came from Mathura, and after some days, by playing with us, by respecting your love with us, you will again leave us and go back to Mathura. Please, Krishna, don't go. And they start embracing Krishna, shedding tears, feeling separation in that union with Krishna. And also, Dasya, the servants of Krishna, Raktak Patrak, they also hear the same thing. Krishna, our master, is here only for some days, and he will leave us very soon. So we can serve him as much as we can, because then we don't know if we are able to get him or not. So Dasya, Sakya and Vatsalya, and of course, Parikya is present in Madhur Ras. But what is the difference between in these three rasas and in Madhura Ras? Dasya, Sakya and Vatsalya, we heard some little Parikya is there. The mood of Parikya is not beloved. The Parikya definition, what Srila Maharaj explaining here, is one who is not mine, but I have affection or I have love for that person. That's Parikya. So Braj Gopis are also, they are serving Krishna with Parikya mood. But then what is the difference between these three, Rasa and Madhura Ras? And why Madhura Ras is superior and topmost among these three other Rasas? Why? That's the interesting point here. The interesting point is only Braj Gopis have given up Vedic injunctions. Only Braj Gopis have given up the social etiquettes to maintain, to develop, or to serve Krishna with Parikya Bhav. Only they were at the spot. No one has any problem with Dasya Ras, Raktak Patra. No one has any problem with Sridham Subal and others in Satya Ras. They are not rejecting any Vedic injunctions or transgressing any social etiquettes. No. Did they? No. They are going smooth. Yashoda Maya, Nanda Baba? No. Any Maryada they have transgressed? No. But what makes Madhurya Ras superior among all these three rasas is what? They have given up. Na pareha nirvadhu samyuktam. Ya Mahabhaje Durje Gre Shrinkhala. You've given up that those ties which are so difficult to break, you've given up that. What Yashoda Maya Nand Baba rejected? Nothing. What Sridham Subal rejected? Nothing. What Raktrak Patrak in Daseras? Nothing. But Braj Gopis, everything. All the dharmas. Vishnu Chakur Thakur explains when Krishna played flute. When Krishna played flute, what happened? They gave up. All the dharmas. Parveshtantam hitva payantam shishupayanam shushvanti patim satim ashnasya pasya bhojalam limpante parimajatano anjana kascha lochane. Decoration. Decorating the body is Nari Dharma, is a woman Dharma. Gopis rejected that. They were not busy. Oh Krishna, keep on playing flute. Just let me finish one other eyeliner. Yeah. Keep on playing flute. We are coming. Don't worry. Nice kundals, earrings. Okay, the matching one. Other one. Did they? No. Whatever, in whatever situation, the lower cloth on upper side, upper cloth on lower side, everything disarranged. Immediately ran. Rejected that. Nari Dharma. I don't know the good word for this. Uh, The duties which are uh, uh, described for women. They always feel like decorating themselves. That's their dharma. That's their natural inclination. Inclined towards decorating themselves. Gopis have rejected that. Gopa Jati Dharma. Cowherd community. Taking care of cows. That's their main work. They were milking cows when Krishna played flute. They rejected that. Gopa Jati Dharma. Yeah. Serving husband. Being a chaste wife. You can be more chaste than gopis. Rejected that dharma. Uh-huh. Rejected, rejected, rejected. For what? For Krishna. That's why this Parikya Bhav. We are married to someone else. Krishna is our beloved. That's Parikya. This Parikya is extreme in Madhuri Ras. In all other Ras, they never rejected anyone. Did they? We don't hear that. Yes? Nothing. But Gopis rejected. That's why Krishna bowed his head down and fold his hands. Oh, you are idols. No one is like you. I can't. I can't and I can't repay your debt. Rejection. So much rejection. Not for an ordinary person. I explained this. I mentioned this earlier. Any ordinary person rejecting inductions of Vedas or moral conduct is not glorious. But one who's following that 100% and then reject for Krishna, that's the glorious. So great gopis are like that. So, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upyanti Te. I will supply that Buddhi Yoga, that intelligence, so that one can serve me and feel connected. Satat Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. Serve me in that Parikya Bhav. Paramormi. जय जय उज्ज्वल रस सर्व रस सार परकीय भावे जाहा ब्रजेते प्रचार. This is the only prachar in Braj. जय जय उज्ज्वल रस सर्व रस सार परकीय भावे जाहा ब्रजेते प्रचार. जयो राधे जयो कृष्ण जयो वृंदावन Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Vadana Moha Jayo Jayo Jwala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar. Ujjwal Ras means that Madhura Ras. Sarva Rasa Sar, essence of all other ras. Why? पारकिया भावे जहाँ ब्रजते प्रचार पारकिया भाव. So therefore, we heard today the Lakshmis of Vaikuntha. They have no parakya bhav towards Narayan. They are Svatya. The Dwarka queens, no parakya towards Krishna, Satya. But what's the glories of Braj Gopis is that they have parakya bhav towards Krishna. अमी ना जानी गोपी गण दुहु रूप गुने दुहे नित्य हरे मन. We will hear this other days. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Chaitanya Chaitamrita ki jai. Lord Nande Hari Hari Bol.